About 150 years ago, Louis Pasteur, a French chemist, and Robert Koch, a German bacteriologist, discovered that microorganisms cause infectious disease. The theory that microorganisms cause infectious disease was then called the germ theory of diseases. Diseases are described as a condition of the living animal or plant body, or one of its parts, that impairs normal functioning and is typically manifested by distinguishing signs and symptoms. Now, you've all heard of diseases, and you may know a bit about what causes them, but you probably have a bit to learn about how your body fights against disease. To begin, we must understand how diseases are spread. Some diseases are spread through sneezing, coughing, or physical contact, where others spread through bodily fluids or contaminated food or water. The exchange of bodily fluids spread diseases through direct contact, sexual contact, needles, and blood. Humans can receive diseases from other animals, which are called vectors. A vector is an animal that transports a pathogen to a human, causing the human to get infected. The vectors themselves don't get sick. This process is called zoonosis. Pathogens are the microorganisms that cause disease. There are different types of pathogens, including bacteria, which are single-celled organisms without a nucleus. Some diseases caused by bacteria include food poisoning, syphilis, and tuberculosis. Viruses. Viruses are thread-like particles that live by taking over cells in order to reproduce. Vibers can cause the flu, genital herpes, chickenpox, and measles. Fungi. These simple organisms grow as single-cell or thread-like filaments. The most common diseases caused by fungi are athlete's foot, ringworm, and mushroom poisoning. Protozoa. A protozoan is a single-celled organism which contains a nucleus. Some diseases caused by protozoa are malaria and trypanosomiasis, which is the sleeping sickness. To avoid the spread of pathogens, you can wash your hands often, avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth with unclean hands, cover your coughs or sneezes, and avoid close contact with people who are sick. Be sure to limit outside interaction and high-energy tasks when you're sick, as they may slow the healing process or spread pathogens. You should also research vaccinations, as vaccines are the best and most effective way to avoid diseases such as the flu during flu season. Now that you've learned about the basics of how diseases are spread, we can go further into depth about the immune system and how our bodies work to keep us alive and healthy by fighting pathogens.